Hi, welcome back to part 2. My memory card got full, so unfortunately I had to make it into a 2-part video, but well, left off last time, that's where we're going to pick up on it. Yeah, flavor is just like vaping with one of these, a real, tank. It's going to give you good flavor, not that, cheapy flavor that you get with like most clothes and pod systems that you can only get the flavors that are for that pod system that pod brand makes, which is usually like tobacco, some menthol, and maybe some fruity flavors. Not good fruity flavors, but like maybe a cherry, or like for summertime now it's like a watermelon or something. I think I've seen Jewel, they had like I want to say peach, but I'm pretty sure it's a mango. That's like their newest limited edition flavor for the Jewel pod system. Like a mango one. But, very limited, like between 4 flavors and that's it. And only as much nicotine, for the nit salts as, that pod company has in those pre-juiced pods, which are closed-in pods. Where, open pod, you have full access, full control what you want to vape. Non-nit salt, how much nit salt. If you need to add ester nit salt, add, like get a little nit salt ester. I don't know how you use that ester nit salt. I just would trust, having it all the way pre-done in a bottle like this. But, you know what you're doing by getting like maybe a non-nit salt bottle and then adding your own nit salt in there. You could do that, I guess. But yeah, we talk about, the flavor is fantastic. But how's the crowds? How does the crowds compare to the crowds that you get from, actual tank? Or from a squat box, with a squat tank? How does it compare? Is this like a wider, pod system? Or do you get the type of crowds that's kind of like from these vape pens? And I call this like vape pen. It's not quite like a Boosted. You know how a Boosted is. They've been out on the market for a long time. And it's not, like a pod system or something. So we're going to see, where does this one match up? Does it match up with like these little refillable, put your own juice in vape pens? Or is it kind of like a downsized version of an actual modern tank, on without carrying, that big modern tank around with you? So, it's already turned on from, part 1, so let's boot this up here and check it out. Okay, that wasn't that much vape because I was trying to blow something out of my nose. You know how us vapors are. This one I'm going to quickly put it into my mouth and then spit it out. I'm not used to nit salt, so if I'm coughing a little bit heavier or more, yeah, it's nit salt, obviously. Here we go. Hopefully you can see that on camera. It does give a thing. Is this kind of like a stealth vape? Yeah. Is it the size of a USB flash drive like the Jewel? No, obviously it's not the size of a Jewel. Is it like a downgraded, in size of, one of these? Yeah, it is. I believe the pods are 2 mils that the pods hold. Oh, my mistake. The pods are a 3.0 milliliter. So the pods hold about 3 mils of liquid in there. So a 3 mil pod, which is pretty good because, usually these are about 3 to 5 mil tanks, So, like I said, roughly around the size of a tank, 3 to 5 mil tanks, so what you usually see on, these. And this one's a 3 mil tank. Do you need to buy more pods? No. The only thing that you're going to need to buy more of is, the coils and the juice. But, it doesn't hurt to go out and buy some extra pods. I think you get like 2 pods for like $10, which is pretty good of a deal. And this way, you could fill up 1 pod with maybe like non-knit salt or your favorite brand, and then have another one filled with knit salt and another pod. So if you want to change between, today, I have a little more time, I could make, like a non-one, knit salt one. If you're like, oh man, I just gotta get that hit really quick, and then go. I don't have time to sit around like a couple minutes to vape. I just need to go 1, 2, possibly 3 hits, and I am good for the rest of that day. I'm happy. I got my knit fits. I'm good to go. Then you can swap out to the knit pods. That's why I always suggest that you give 2 pods. I would love it if they would gave you 2 pods. This way you could put 1 pod, filled with knit salt with the knit coil, and another pod with not knit salt with the non-knit coil. But for what it is, it's pretty nice. If you wonder what I'm vaping on, Salty Man, it's by, yeah, I guess it's just Salty Man, it's the brand. And the flavor is Juice Spots. Online they say it's an apple and a fruity flavor. But to me, and the guy in the store here was like, it's kind of like a fruit punch. It doesn't taste like a fruit punch. To me, I don't know if it tastes like apple. I mean, reading it now, it kind of tastes like apple. But without reading it, how I would describe the flavor, would be kind of something similar to maybe a strawberry / watermelon. More of fruit roll-ups. If you know of the strawberry fruit roll-ups, you know what I'm talking about. Actually, I think I got a box over here. Oh! No, wait. I got gummies. My bad, I was used to the fruit roll-ups. Do I have? Nope. I know a little while ago I just bought some fruit roll-ups. That's why I was like, hey, the other day I bought fruit roll-ups. And then I'm like, oh no, this time I bought little gummy candies. But yeah, definitely, I'll tell you, it's more like the strawberry fruit roll-up. Maybe like that tie-dye fruit roll, where, it's like that multicolor one. But I do get some apple from it. But I mean, for me, it was the knit salt that I'm just starting off with knit salt. Starting to get into knit salt. And this is my first, actual pod system. Because I had these vape pens and, oh my god, these things are freaking horrible. I just want to throw this in the guys, but obviously I'm not, because, I'm going to need it for more reviews and comparisons and stuff. But, yeah, you get what I'm saying here. Not the best thing. So if you had a choice between a vape pen, like that, or a pod system, I'm going to tell you go with a pod system. If you had a choice between a pod system and a tan mod, tan mod's going to be better, but they're more for like at home where you have time to relax and you can really get to enjoy it and use like a low milligram of nicotine, not knit salt. But with this, it's good. It's good as is. Definitely would I recommend the ASPiRE Breeze 2. Pod system. The pod system. Yes. This is one that I would actually be willing to recommend that you go out and pick it up. As for the Jewel, no. The UBO, any other one, no. I mean, this one you have a reusable pod. You have disposable coils. You have the option of buying more pods. You can have the option of choosing, do you want to use knit salt like a pod system usually is, or do you not want to use knit salt in a pod system? So, because of all the choices that you have with this one, and you have a choice of earphone. Close it off, a little half, 50-50, open, close, full 100, all the way open to the mats, which is what I had this on, all the way open to the mats, and When how's it draw? There's tiny little holes on each side of here, like little pinholes, but not that tiny. But I mean, you definitely could see that there are pinholes in here. Pretty good size. So it draws in from both sides and then up for the mouthpiece. So it draws it in, brings it down for the tank, you know, the coil, which you can see through here. Goes and hits this little open section, which is this like little slot in there, and then comes up for this off-center little hole on the top. Don't know why the hole is off-centered, but it is. I'm going to take another hit off of this, because it's actually pretty good. Now that I read a description of what the juice is, I am tasting apple. And they said it's a good flavor for the summertime. So, Salty Man Juice Spots. Pretty darn good flavor. Oh yeah, that is just, delicious. And of course, you also have your little cap. Although I kind of bent one of the little prongs inside the cap here. But it was easy to bend it back. So do be careful on the cap. And then, you know, you can close it like this. As it for leaked in, I don't really see it leaked in any possible way. There should be no way that this should be leaked in. Okay, so I'm going to have to say this one so far is a non-leak proof, 100% non-leak proof pod system. I mean, I had tanks that they're leave in my pocket. While I go out for the day, I go to reach it in my pocket to pull out, and I'm like, ew, it's all over my pocket, the juice. This one, no, it should be good. Yeah.